Hello and welcome to Valley View News. I'm Star Eisenberg.
And I'm Flora Garrettson.
We start our newscast today with an update on a missing CSUN student. Michael Kokobay is now confirmed dead after being found near a hiking trail in Sylmar. The LA County Medical Examiner says the 20-year-old's body was found near Little Tahunga Road and Osborne Street. Kokobay has been missing since late September, and his family grew worried after finding a note suggesting he might harm himself. His sisters shared the news on Instagram, asking for privacy as they process the loss. The cause of death has not been released.
Authorities are investigating a mass shooting at a child's birthday party in Stockton that left 4 people dead, including 3 children. Investigators say it happened inside a banquet hall where 150 people were celebrating. District Attorney Ron Freitas had a strong message for the community.
Let this ring perfectly clear. In this community in San Joaquin County, violence of this nature has absolutely no place at any time, shape, or form. And children should not be harmed by gun and gang violence.
Governor Gavin Newsom has been briefed, and Stockton's mayor says the state is offering support to help the community heal.
Now to an ongoing environmental fight in the San Fernando Valley. The Santa Susana Field Lab is considered one of the most contaminated sites in the state. Our George Sakers shows us why families are demanding action.
Thank you, Star and Salor. That's right, I'm standing at one of the entrances of the Santa Susana Field Lab. Close to the public, the site has been a source of controversy for residents, community advocates, and local governments. A recent push by advocates to turn the land into public park space is sparking a new debate. Is soil like this rid of the harmful chemicals and substances released from the lab? Once the site of nuclear testing and rocket engine development, today the land is primarily owned by Boeing, which is also responsible for cleaning the hazardous area. NASA and the Department of Energy also share responsibility for their respective portions. Boeing says it has already set aside over 2,000 acres of the area for permanent open space habitat. The aerospace giant says cleanup efforts are already underway, but critics say oversight is lacking from California's Department of Toxic Substances Control.
Essentially, the systemic incentives get turned around, and the people who staff these agencies over time begin working to protect those very entities that they're supposed to be regulating.
Rocket engine testing released toxic solvents into the environment, and in 1959, one of the 10 nuclear reactors on site suffered a partial meltdown, releasing radioactive gases and contaminating surrounding areas. Residents and parents like Melissa Bumstead, who runs Parents Against Santa Susana Field Lab, argue the current cleanup plan will not go far enough to rid the environment of dangerous chemicals.
So we are suing the Department of Toxic Substances Control. We're hoping that if we win, we can fight Boeing's plans to leave 90% behind and go back to the original cleanup agreements that would have made it safe enough where you could even eat the food you grew there.
Residents and community members hope those responsible will take the necessary steps to complete a full and thorough cleanup of the area. From the Santa Susana foothills, I'm George Sakers for Valley View News. Back to you.
Thank you, George. An 81-year-old California man is now charged with killing his wife more than 40 years ago. Patrick Alvani appeared in court just a day after his arrest for the 1982 murder of his wife, Nancy. Investigators say new evidence and key witnesses helped reopen the case. Nancy's body was found in a sleeping bag near the San Mateo Bridge, and charges against her husband were dropped at the time. Prosecutors now say they finally have enough to take the case to trial.
15 people have been indicted after what federal officials are calling the largest meth seizure in Colorado history. The DEA says a 2-year investigation involving wiretaps, undercover work, and surveillance led agents to more than 1,000 pounds of meth.
In April, they seized over 700 pounds, a record seizure in and of itself, from a residence in Lakewood, along with freezers, propane tanks, and other equipment intended for manufacturing methamphetamine.
The drug trafficking ring was based in Denver and stretched into surrounding counties.
The Education Department is severing many of its main offices and redirecting former responsibilities to other agencies within the federal government. This change comes after an announcement from the Trump administration last month. Offices that serve the nation's academic institutions will be transferred to other departments, including Labor and Interior. However, education officials say the change will not affect the funds Congress gives to states and the schools and colleges within them. The deconstruction of the Department of Education will bring President Trump one step closer to fulfilling his long-held campaign pledge.
Negotiations are at a halt for the Russia-Ukraine war. U.S. officials say Ukraine has agreed to a U.S.-brokered peace proposal, with some details still being worked out. The plan included a ceasefire, the release of prisoners, and blocks Ukraine from joining NATO. Several of Russia's earlier demands have been removed, but territorial control remains the biggest roadblock.
Our leverage is our European partners who are standing with us and would not allow a deal that would not be good for Ukraine, but also would not be good for European continent.
President Zelensky says Ukraine won't surrender territory, while Russia is not committing to a timeline. Officials say more talks are expected. No meeting between President Trump and Putin is set. Officials say ending the war still requires substantial work.
Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro is back in public, ending days of speculation that he had fled as tensions rise with the United States. Maduro appeared at a coffee awards event last Sunday, handing out medals and sampling drinks, but he didn't directly address the military standoff. The U.S. has sent more than a dozen warships and roughly 15,000 troops to the region. Venezuela believes it's an attempt to force Maduro from power. The appearance happened just after President Trump confirmed he spoke with Maduro about phone, though neither side is sharing what was said.
That's the latest abroad. Now let's take a look at business with Danielle Sapoznik.
Thank you, Star and Solor. Let's dive into some key developments in the world of business. Ford Motor Company is recalling over 200,000 of its Broncos. Federal auto safety regulators say there is the possibility of the instrument panel not displaying safety information when starting up the cars, which can raise the risk of accidents. The National Highway Traffic Administration says the recalls include over 100,000 2025 to 2026 Ford Broncos and almost 130,000 2025 to 2026 Ford Bronco Sports. Owners of these models will be contacted next week to have their cars' software updated. Wine lovers may face higher prices and fewer options this holiday season. Government data shows bottled wine prices have risen nearly 8% over the past decade. Imported wines are particularly affected by a 15% tariff on European bottles, raising costs for retailers and shoppers. Sales data shows U.S. wine consumption is declining, while spirits and ready-to-drink beverages continue to gain popularity. Experts attribute the shift to lower costs, greater convenience, and more flavor options. Many retailers and restaurants have reportedly streamlined their wine selections due to lower demand and higher costs, meaning shoppers may have to search harder to find their favorite brands. Gaming platform Roblox is working to develop age verification tactics with the help of artificial intelligence. Roblox users will be asked to allow an AI facial verification tool to verify the age of the user. This new development to the gaming platform springs from multiple lawsuits and claims against Roblox regarding sexual predators connecting with children on the platform. Roblox founder and CEO David Baszucki is hopeful this strategy will be a success.
We are optimistic what we're rolling out today, which is a gold standard, will become the thing that all of the apps start to look at for keeping kids safe.
The age verification process will be required for users worldwide next year. That's all from the corporate world for now. Back to you, Star and Solor.
Thank you, Danielle. Have you started your holiday shopping? I'm trying to stay on budget this year. We'll see how that goes.
I haven't started yet either, but rising prices may make it a bit tougher for shoppers this year.
Shoppers may feel the pinch when making purchases this holiday season. President Trump's tariffs have reportedly increased the cost of imported goods by billions, while clothing, toys, and home goods are among the most affected. Black Friday broke records with online sales hitting around $11.8 billion. Experts say that added expenses may lead some shoppers to use credit cards or personal loans. Experts also say comparing prices and shopping early can help consumers maximize their holiday dollars.
With online shopping surging this time of year, package thefts are becoming a familiar headache for a lot of families. One man found himself scrambling after an important delivery vanished right off his porch. Our Josiah Valenzuela has the story.
Most of us hope our package stays right here where the delivery driver left it, but every year someone decides to be the Grinch and not steal Christmas but your package. I spoke to Brian Martinez, who shared his experience. It's the holiday rush and porch pirates are out in full force. For Martinez, that meant the bindings he ordered for his snowboard never made it onto the slopes, a trip he had been planning for weeks.
I was mad. I was angry because I had gotten some bindings for my snowboard and I was going to use them that same weekend and they weren't there. I checked my camera footage. Somebody had taken off with them.
Martinez spent nearly a month trying to get a refund, and because he bought package insurance, he eventually got his money back. In the meantime, he had to rent bindings just to make his trip happen. After the theft, he upgraded his home cameras and learned how big of a difference clear video makes.
It's important because that way you could see the faces clearly. You could see who took off with your package. Maybe you know the person, or maybe you could report them to the police or your neighbors. Tell them to keep an eye out for them.
With holiday deliveries piling up, experts recommend secure lockers, workplace delivery, or scheduled drop-offs to help stop theft before it happens. Martinez says he still shops online but tends to schedule his deliveries for when someone's home or pick up his items in person when he can. Reporting from Bakersfield, I'm Josiah Valenzuela for Valley View News.
Thank you, Josiah. We're back with holiday spirit in full swing across Los Angeles.
The LAPD is kicking off its annual toy drive and working to make sure every child gets a gift this season.
Plus, we're checking out the buzz around Wicked for Good and how fans responded in the box office.
And Stranger Things fans, get ready to ride. Ciclavia returns to the streets of LA with a Season 5 inspired twist. These stories and more right after the break. Welcome back to Valley View News.
As temperatures start to drop, experts say it's easy to avoid exercise and stay indoors. Dr. Kathleen Mueller with the American Academy of Family Physicians says planning ahead for workouts can help. That could mean joining a gym or just finding small ways to move more throughout the day. Doctors say maintaining a healthy weight can help lower the risk of chronic disease, improve overall health, and support wellness throughout the year.
LA City firefighters are kicking off this year's Spark of Love Toy Drive, an annual effort to collect and distribute gifts to children in need. Our reporter Caroline Marriott tells us more.
With Christmas around the corner, LA City Fire Department is determined to put a smile on every child's face. The Spark of Love Toy Drive has been running for over 30 years, and its mission is to get toys to underprivileged children. LA City distributes toys to a variety of non-profit organizations and typically serves 110,000 children per year.
You know, the hardships that families are going through right now, thinking about paying rent, food is so expensive, sending them to school with clean clothes and whatnot. And then now that the holidays are coming around and they want to continue to see just that smile on the kids' faces, even just being able to receive one simple toy for them might mean the world to them. They're seeing all their friends receiving toys, and then now they can too, as long as they're part of a nonprofit organization.
This is their Christmas. This toy that we give them is all they're going to get, and we are not at the receiving end where these kids get them, but we do hear that some of the parents are in tears because they're just so happy that they were able to get something for their kids.
Although the current focus is donating in time for Christmas, LA City will accept toys all year round.
The types of toys that are most needed are probably for the 0 to 3-year-olds and the 10 to 12-year-olds. Athletic equipment is really good because it's universal and it can be used for all age groups and genders, so that's what we really appreciate, but we'll take all toys. And just keep in mind they are new unwrapped toys. Please do not donate used toys because we go to hospitals and the children are sick, so we have to make sure the toys are new and clean.
A small donation can make a huge difference. Reporting from LA City Fire Department, I'm Caroline Marriott, Valley View News.
While the LAPD is spreading cheer, an officer in Ceres is making sure one family's holiday isn't spoiled. A family there says they lost hope after a porch pirate stole a personalized gift meant for a Marine Corps veteran. The entire theft was caught on camera, but a Ceres police officer, who's also a former Marine, took the case personally. Officer Chuck Rushing tracked down the suspect using city and home security cameras and recovered the missing package. Inside was a custom sweater meant for the victim's husband. The officer hand-delivered it back to the family, saying he knew how meaningful that gift was. Police haven't said what charges the suspect could face.
Time to check what's happening in the world of entertainment. Our Sunny Day has the latest.
Yes, thank you, Star and Salor. As we get further into the holiday season, there's a ton coming up in entertainment. From new box office records to Christmas cheer, we have it all here for you. Starting with the biggest sequels of the year, which are making global history, Wicked for Good is defying gravity in the box office, earning $150 million nationally and over $225 million worldwide. This film is the most famous Broadway adaptation in history, setting new records in the musical theater genre. Zootopia 2 is hopping to the top after gaining over $150 million nationally, but the real excitement is international. In China alone, the film brought in more than $200 million, with sales in other countries raking in a massive $500 million. These sequels are creating insane numbers at the box office, and thankfully, Hollywood never stops, as there are many more movies to look forward to this winter. From loud screams to epic adventures, the big screen is serving up some must-see movies this holiday season. If you're looking for a good scream, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 will be available to watch in theaters tonight. Next up, you'd better watch out and you better not cry because the horror-themed Christmas film Silent Night, Deadly Night will be sledding into theaters on December 12th. Lastly, Avatar Fire and Ash will be hitting the big screens on December 19th. The third movie of this famous franchise is expected to break even more records in the industry, so grab your popcorn and get ready for a movie marathon. Stranger Things' fifth and final season is bringing in tons of views on Netflix, so many that the site temporarily crashed the day the first episode was released. The next 3 episodes of the series will come out on Christmas, with the season finale airing on New Year's Eve. LA had its very own way of celebrating when Ciclavia turned local streets upside down, partnering with Netflix for their 64th event, Stranger Things 5: One Last Ride. Our reporter Leah Woodbury was at the scene and will show us the nostalgic celebration for the highly anticipated 5th and final season of the well-renowned show.
Fans took to the streets dressed as their favorite characters to express their excitement for the show. For 4 miles, they were able to experience photo ops, secret quests, trivia games, and music shows. Fans without a costume were also able to purchase merchandise, and those who arrived with a bike had a repair shop at hand in case of any trouble. One person says this marks her 7th time coming to a Ciclavia event.
I love having the street open, that you can just ride your bike down. You feel like a little kid, riding down the middle of the street, and it's a lot of fun.
Whether you were biking, skating, or walking, this event was a way to get some exercise in and learn about the new season. The season is expected to get a lot more intense as things wrap up, and fans are worried for which of their favorite characters will be sticking around. The finale of the season will be airing the last day of December in theaters nationwide. An event worker says the fan appreciation is his favorite part.
I think everybody dressed up in all the costumes and whatnot. I think that's what brings the community and everybody just showing that appreciation for it. It really brings it to life. So I love the cosplaying.
I don't know about you guys, but I'll definitely be tuning in to the first episode of the new season, The Crawl. Reporting from Los Angeles, Leah Woodbury. Back to you, Sunny.
Thank you, Leah. The countdown to next year's Met Gala is on. The theme is costume art and celebrates the connection between art and fashion. The event will inaugurate a 12,000 square foot wing at the Met and features an exhibit that pairs garments with artwork from across the museum. Met officials say the exhibit will take visitors on a journey through art history, and Costume Institute leaders call it a transformative moment for fashion. 'Tis the season to be jolly. The holidays are right around the corner, and our reporter Ava Sear shows us how one of LA's famous shopping plazas is gearing up for the season.
The holidays are in full swing at the Grove, and the iconic shopping plaza has lots of fun festivities for guests to enjoy.
The Grove's annual Winterland is back for another season, and this year's guests can enjoy a variety of festive activities, such as meeting Santa, trolley rides, twinkling lights, and of course, everyone's favorite.
Definitely the snow. The snowfall, just like all the lights. I love Christmas, so just the vibe of it all. We just got off of midterm, so just a time to relax. It was really nice.
Yeah.
It was a good de-stress.
Along with the Grove's very own festivities, the original farmers market located right next door also offers guests holiday fun and seasonal treats.
I like the food section, the market, is pretty nice there. I just it's very festive, all the lights, decorations, it's very nice.
As you can see, the Grove is exploding with holiday cheer and magic. Reporting from Mid-City, I'm Ava Sear for Valley View News.
Thank you, Ava. That's all the buzz I have for you in entertainment this week. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Sunny. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. When we return, we'll give you the latest in sports.
Controversy is rising as one star's eligibility in the World Cup is in question. Fans and teams are weighing in after a recent suspension ruling that could affect the lineup. We'll break down what this means heading into the tournament.
All eyes are on the NFL as the race to the playoffs enters a critical week. Several teams are battling for division titles and wildcard spots, with key matchups shaping the postseason picture. We'll give you a look at who's in control and which games could change everything.
Sunshine is taking over this week after a run of some chilly days. I'm Devlin Jimenez with your week's weather forecast. Coming up right after the break.
Welcome back to Valley View News. Time to check what's happening in sports. Our Simone Warren has the latest.
Thank you, Star and Salor. From big games in the NFL to major matchups in boxing and international soccer, here's what's happening in sports. We are heading into Week 14 of the football season, and the playoffs are just around the corner. In the AFC, the Patriots and the Broncos are neck and neck for the best record. The Patriots have a bye this week, while the Broncos look to keep their winning streak going as they face off with the Raiders. Moving over to the NFC, the Rams and Bears are tied for the best record. The Rams will face the Cardinals for a divisional matchup, while the Bears look to keep their momentum going as they face their divisional foes, the Packers. Meanwhile, overseas, one of soccer's biggest stars is at the center of a major ruling. FIFA is facing backlash following the response to Cristiano Ronaldo's suspension. Ronaldo received a red card in a qualifying game. While he did not play in Portugal's final qualifying match, FIFA announced he will be eligible to play when the World Cup starts. FIFA says if he commits another offense during the probationary period, the ban will be activated. Some teams may appeal this decision, arguing he should not be eligible to play. Speaking of soccer, Sunday League is helping to raise people's awareness for this summer's World Cup. Our Hayden Standen has more.
Soccer has been in the background of the American sports world for a very long time. With the World Cup this summer, it will take centre stage. A key pillar of the sport's growth in this country is Sunday League, a weekly opportunity for friends and family to come together to make memories on the field that will last for a lifetime. Sunday League allows people to come together every weekend and play with the same passion and desire as their heroes. Popularised in the United Kingdom, Sunday League has now made its way across the pond.
Currently, it's about 7 or 8 of us that are brothers or cousins in the team. My uncle currently also manages and runs the team. So it gives me a chance to kind of come out and hang out with them. I don't get to see them during the week, but we all come from different places within the city or state, and it gives us a chance to hang out.
For some, Sunday League is a chance to see family, and for others, it is a chance to indulge in life's simple pleasures.
Well, I love soccer, that's number one, but also the friends, the hangout, the drinks afterwards and stuff. Win or lose, we're always happy.
With the World Cup approaching, optimism regarding soccer's rise is increasing.
Hopefully it grows, man, because out here in the U.S. it's just all about football, baseball, American sports. Everybody kind of downplays soccer.
Whether it be here in South Central or at SoFi Stadium, the love for the beautiful game is palpable. With every tackle, every shot and every goal, the understanding of soccer's appeal grows that tiny bit more. The World Cup may provide a newfound interest in soccer for people across America. However, on Sunday League fields across the country, that love in the sport is already there for many. From South Central, I'm Hayden Standen for Valley View News.
Thank you, Hayden. Jake Paul is set to fight Anthony Joshua on December 19th, streaming live on Netflix. This will be Paul's biggest competition since he turned pro in 2020, facing the two-time former heavyweight champ. The fight is officially sanctioned and will feature 8 3-minute rounds with both men wearing 10-ounce gloves. Paul says this is Judgment Day, and when he wins, no one can deny him the opportunity to fight for a world title. Let's step out of the ring for a moment. A local boxing gym in the Valley offers young fighters a sense of community and a place to shape their skills. Our Alfonso Vargas has more.
I'm here at Black Diamond Boxing, where they help residents in the community sharpen their skills and transition to the next level, while also creating a second home for the fighters. Black Diamond Boxing is a gym located in North Hills, where locals in the area can get the opportunity to train and learn how to box. The coach will get them started with drills such as heavy bag training, where the fighters will learn different ways to punch to hone their specific skill. These help fighters develop various boxing punches. However, this gym offers more than just training, but also a sense of home, with the coach treating the kids as if they were his own.
I treat them like I treat my own son, for example. And I can tell you, they changed my life, and I try to change their life.
With basic training comes a time to show what you have learned, and the gym hosts sparring matches where the fighters will go against each other in a competitive match to test their skills. Although the fighters are wearing protective gear, they do not hold back against their opponent. The gym has various ways to help take fighters to the next level.
This gym is from beginners, if you're just trying to train, get a workout in, to if you're really trying to go to amateurs, even up to pros. This gym's got everything.
Hey, Black Diamond Boxing is more than just about fighting. But that's all I got. Reporting from North Hills, I'm Alfonso Vargas for Valley View News.
Thank you, Alfonso. Now, to the diamond. Shohei Ohtani is set to represent Japan in the World Baseball Classic. The two-time World Series champ was part of the winning team in 2023, winning MVP. The WBC starts in March. From touchdowns to knockouts to international headlines, that's the latest in sports. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Simone. I can't believe we're already heading into December. Only in LA are we asking if we need a sweater or sunglasses.
Yeah, the rest of the country is freezing and we're debating iced coffee or hot cocoa. Thankfully, our Devlin Jimenez is here to break down this week's weather forecast. Devlin, what kind of December are we getting?
Well, just when we thought things were finally going to be cold in the last few weeks of the year, that Southern California sunshine is coming through to save the day and keep us all a little bit warmer. Mostly clear skies are being seen across the greater Los Angeles area for the week. The temperature is staying in the mid-70s in areas like Santa Clarita and Northridge, moving all the way over to Burbank. However, the temperature will slightly rise further inland we push to areas like Riverside and San Bernardino. Palm Springs is even going to average 82 degrees over the next week. In the San Fernando Valley, expect a good amount of sunshine with light clouds coming in by next Friday. The afternoon highs will be in the low to upper 70s, while the overnight lows will generally run from the mid-40s to mid-50s. Downtown will see clear skies until the back end of the week. High temperatures will peak at 79 degrees midweek before cooling back down, and the nights will cool off to the mid-50s. Along the beaches, it's going to stay cooler thanks to those ocean breezes, keeping highs in the low 70s for most of the week. The lows for the area will range from the low to mid-50s. For the inland communities, look for mostly sunny skies with highs going from the mid-70s to the low 80s by late week. Overnight lows will start out in the upper 40s and rise to the low 50s by next Friday. That's all for your weekly weather forecast. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Devlin. It's time to talk about the elephant in the room, and this one comes with exciting news. The Asian elephant Ni Lin is expecting.
This will be the Smithsonian National Zoo's first elephant birth for the species in 25 years. The soon-to-be mother and father are expecting their new addition to the family to arrive sometime between mid-January and early March next year, after Spike successfully sired the calf last year. With the arrival of this new baby, the zoo hopes not only to grow its own community, but to also inspire renewed commitment to protecting this endangered species before it's too late. That's all for us this semester at Valley View News. I'm Slor Gerritsen.
And I'm Star Eisenberg. For updates, be sure to follow our YouTube channel at Valley View News and our Instagram page at Valley View News CSUN. For the last time this year, thanks for watching.